They're heading toward us. Gee, they're ugly.
This is a video for Todd and Adam. This is their two choppers.
This is all, we already did all the rest of it. It's not the beginning. It's like a little splice there. It's like whenever.
Splice?
I hope this laser beam works. Give him a blast. Yeah, swing around again. Bullets can't stop those creatures. Watch out for the building! Drop down lower. I think we're hit! Hey, bang! I'm losing control! Don't get excited, stay cool. Yeah, we're okay now.
Oh, and we're back. You're gonna cut it all out. I want to start over.
Let's get out of here! They're heading toward us. I hope this laser beam works.
Beep,
Give him a blast!
Beep.
beep.
On?
It's on, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, right? It's on.
It's to cover what we've done on these chopper restorations. Mike, I need to get the door off.
Yeah. It's giving you trouble. Fucking shit.
I put the wrong size washer on, and it went down in the groove thing. I gotta get it out of there. I'll have to use a larger washer. But I'll take this off and show you what's inside of it,
Alright, awesome.
because I rebuilt it.
Ray, I sent you some pictures.
Yeah, I saw them. You gonna tie them in with this?
Do you know what year that was?
No.
There's a bumper car sitting next to him.
Was it 09?
Probably.
Yeah.
Is that when I started with you or before? They were there before I started with you.
Yeah.
How'd they get there?
Where are they from?
Went and picked them up with Bill Lindley in New Jersey. I think it was Johnny Pinball. He was going to restore them for Todd McCullough, and then he decided to give up projects and get out of it, and picked up all 4 of them. So that's the history of where these came from.
Where'd you pick them up in?
I rented a truck with a lift gate.
What year was this?
Geez, probably 05,
You know,
4.
Trump built Atlantic City and destroyed it in less time than it took
To do these, yeah. Well, he was on a faster paced schedule.
Okay.
Same thing gets accomplished.
Did you ever think about subbing out work?
Subbing out?
Yeah, remember we had so much work that we thought about subbing out work?
Yeah, we did
Did
these.
that ever happen?
Yeah,
Talk about it.
it doesn't tend to work out.
No, it didn't work out.
Anyway, here's what's in here. It's
Yeah.
a couple 5K potentiometers. That makes the copter go back and forth and up and down with the speed. This is the rotor speed.
Yeah.
And this one here is locked so people don't, this doesn't do anything, so they leave it unlocked.
Yeah.
This solenoid engages, and then it allows the, see the copter rotor?
Yeah.
Forward, backward. And the reason they lock this is they don't want kids to be doing this all day long without paying for it.
Yeah.
So this solenoid flies in with a spring and it locks the handle.
Yeah.
So this has got a lot of little,
That's neat, but you're getting way ahead of yourself. What are these?
got a lot of little things.
Yeah, what are these, Dad?
They're made in 1974. It's an arcade skill game, and they use a photo sensor in the 4 targets, and you fly the copter around. Copter has a GE number 253 lamp in the helicopter. I'll show you. The front of it is right here. And that is the lamp in that black lens assembly.
Yeah.
And that shines lights as you float around on the targets, and then you get a score. Now for every 9 target hits you get extended time. And then it has digital scoring. They're sort of like, they're not LEDs, they're sort of like a Nixie tube.
Yeah.
Gives you the time of the game and how many hits you get. And that's all there is to these.
Tom Harrison says strange differences in the heat sink usage between these machines.
Yeah, well, they had 2 revisions of these. They had mentioned it here, and somebody wrote notes on it. This is a copy of the original schematics.
Really far away from this
Somebody did note that trouble with serial number 400 or more program unit coil, and it says it burns up the coil unless you modify the board with this here verbiage. Serial number below has problem with the photo cells for a harder hit, reason to keep coil from coming on, too much ambient light. So they had changes to electronics due to serial number.
Yeah.
This warning, do not try this at home. How you like? You don't even have one of those. You don't have one of those. You threw the one out of you. God, now we don't have one at all.
This is great. I'm not.
That's funny. Anyway, here's your serial numbers. Both of these games are up and down in serial numbers. This is serial number 121.
Yeah.
And these are the electronics that go with this game. They're almost the same. However, this one is serial number 464, so this game is a next generation game compared to that one.
Yeah.
That is the difference between the heat sinks and the power supplies. And there are some other differences, but generally the parts are interchangeable. Same tape decks. Here's a tape deck. They stick it way down in there.
Yeah.
That's hard to get to. You can just barely reach to unplug the tape.
Yeah.
They've all been rebuilt.
Yeah.
Hey Ray, have you ever tried to unload one of these in 4 feet of snow out of a rental delivery truck?
Yeah. 2 of them.
What was that like?
It was interesting. I was up at Romantics, wasn't it?
It's all fucking junk.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we did. We took these up to have them gone over by somebody that worked on these when they were newer.
Yeah.
And he did some of the work on
He
them.
did some stuff.
Yeah. But I could not release these as restored with that kind of work. I had to do a lot more.
Felix did the paint work.
Yeah, Felix Cruz did the paint work. We toted these up in the truck, and he did the artwork on the...
Downingtown Economy Glass supplied the glass. I guess
Yeah, this is all brand new 3/16 tempered glass, all 6 sheets.
You,
I had...
did you have a valid template for that?
Yeah.
You did, okay.
Yeah, I had 2 sheets, left and a right side, which actually there is no left and right, they're the same.
Okay, yeah.
But I had a side glass example from, and I had a front. One had no glass at all.
Right.
The other had plexiglass in front and side glass, but they were old scratched up. So I measured careful, and I measured again to make sure the framework was right, because the plexiglass was actually measured wrong. It was actually too small, so I actually made
Changed it a little bit?
Sure.
I figured as much.
And then I had to make the metal brackets. If you come over here and look, if you look up front where the chrome screws are, there's 3 of them on each side, and that is a corner bracket. I had to make those because the one machine had them missing. And these wood things on the side here, this and that, and the front piece, they had to have been made. I took them to an Amish woodwork guy up in Lancaster, and he made those because one side set was missing on one of these games. So there were some not real major parts missing, but they're nuisance parts, so you weren't going to make them very easily, I'll tell you that.
Junior, talk about the trees.
Yeah, so with all the foliage, it was all aged and it started to basically decay. And we found a website that sells railroad foliage.
Hobby Link.
Yeah, it's a hobby website for railroad
It's called
foliage.
hobbylink.com.
Yeah. So hobbylink.com. If any of you viewers have any questions or comments on that website, just let us know. But we purchased all the foliage from them, and we matched it basically to
Different size trees,
Because the old stuff was
different colors. Yeah, and we got 2 different kinds of lichen,
Yep.
just like the original was.
So here's the green lichen in the corner here, and then here's going to be your tan lichen right in the back.
Anything unusual about doing the playfields? Obviously new line cords.
All the electronics needed addressed. All new electrolytic caps on the boards.
There's all the new ones.
Yeah, these are different boards. This is your amplifier board, target board, and this is your motor speed control board.
Yeah.
And of course, we did an upgrade on the 5-watt power resistor here because they mount it too close from the factory to the board, and it tends to get hot because it's 5-watt.
Yeah.
So there's been upgrades done over what the factory did. The tape decks have been done, took apart, the tape heads have been aligned and cleaned, and then new drop belts. Of course, the standard stuff that goes on these games, line cord.
Yeah, always replace that.
Yeah.
Usually it's just a 2-prong without any ground.
And
or
also
it's been
new light
cut.
bulbs. Inside here there's 3.
Yeah.
You can't see them because they're
Yeah.
sealed. And underneath the playfield, where these orange spots are,
Yeah.
those are targets that get light bulbs. And they were all old original from '74. I don't know
Yeah.
if they even lit. So I replaced them all. They're bulb number 1895, which is a round glass bulb that is a 12-volt bulb, not a 6-volt bulb. So I took out a lot of 44 lamps that were black and chrome because that's a 6-volt lamp. You can't. This uses 12-volt lamps. All that was done. Of course, I hand washed and cleaned with a brush all the scenery before I put my trees and my background on. And I chose these trees, like you said. We looked on the website for a long time to find something that would look nice in here. The old ones were, well, they were them cheap. I don't know what them bristle-looking trees. They didn't look like a tree. They looked. I don't know what they looked like.
Yeah.
You had the helicopter all the way apart.
Yeah, both helicopters were taken apart. The stand, the landing stand, I polished, which was very tricky to do.
Yeah.
And then the hardware, of course, I polished.
Yeah.
The lamps were cleaned in here. They were fine.
Certainly.
This mechanical mechanism on some of these games wears out because it pivots. And this thing spins at 3,000 RPM, by the way.
Yeah.
These were all in nice shape. They just needed polished and clean. They were all old and pitty and binding up. And then, believe it or not, I even polished the chain because it's a special small size. So that was tricky to polish.
Yeah.
But cosmetically, things were done. That's all I'm getting at. The scenery is in the other room.
Old and worn out.
Old and worn out.
Yeah, you're all, go ahead. Let's take a break here. Can we break?
Beep. Here, I'll stand here. Look, wide area. See. Yeah. That's the
Okay, the scenery over there.
scenery. Oh yeah, here it is. This is 2 of them, one for each game. These are going to go in last. They sort of curve. They're mounted like this. And the fluorescent lamp goes up here.
Okay.
There's some misconception that these are blacklight gun games. They're really white blacklight.
Huh?
Well, there are 2 kinds of blacklight bulbs. One appears to be white in color, and it generates UV black light. The other is just a regular fluorescent lamp, which has some effect to make the scenery of these glow. It's not the same as a gun game because you need light in here to really see things. Now, in the second case, this plastic is opaque, so black light won't come through this very well. So most people tend to use what I put in these, a regular fluorescent tube. It's an F30T8, very odd size. You will not find it local, you have to order it. It's an 18-watt bulb. Okay. There's only one lamp that goes in these games, and that's it. The other lamps are in the playfield, and the one in the helicopter is always shining.
Where did you order those?
I didn't. Do you want to know history of it? No?
Yeah.
Well, I
With the
had
exception of that other part,
I
yeah.
had them made, so
Okay.
I took a good original as I had.
Yeah.
First off, these are plastic like the original was, and they're acrylic. So when you put fluorescent lamp behind these, which is what you get, UV from fluorescent lamp,
We'll get pictures when they're put together.
right, it rots plastic. Original background in these machines are always damaged.
Faded, cracked, shot,
It's damaged.
dead.
Now it's one of the things you need in this game because otherwise you're looking at the back door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, that doesn't look that hard. What'd you do? Just email a print to Walmart and have them print it?
no, I took it to a sign company.
Yeah. What they do?
They charged me quite a lot of money for them, and then I had them made. That's what they did.
Yeah.
The guy had to do a graphic touch-up of an original, and he come up with the right colors and the right shapes, and he patched in what was missing.
Okay. That's not printed though, is it?
No, it's made. It's silk screened.
Okay, that's what I was trying to get to.
And I guess that's a form of printing. So,
Well, yeah.
but no, it is not one of them 3M print things. No, not like these graphic artist guys. It's not a vinyl print.
It's a rescreen like CPR does.
It's a rescreen, not a vinyl print. No. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Not like you see some of these glasses that you see sandwiched between two panes of glass.
Yes.
No, it's not that kind of artwork.
That's pretty fancy.
Yeah, that is a pretty high end. That kind of technique is pretty high.
That's pretty crazy.
It just goes to show you one more thing that goes into doing a game this big. These things are large.
Okay, let's see the order of things here. Did you, I guess we'll just show a picture of the coin doors on these.
Yes.
Midway, standard Midway coin door.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Fits on like any other games.
okay, I'm trying to transition to coin doors.
Oh.
Check it out. Jeff 4130, which is Chrome Molly, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to the guys at GRC Pinball out of PA for the ton of videos. Due to Angry Mike going on about coin doors inspired me to put forth the effort on my coin door. Thanks. If you own a pinball machine, you work on a pinball machine, lots of great videos from Ray and Angry Mike here. And he put a link to, I think it was the lockdown bar video or
Yeah.
or whichever.
New receiver. Lockdown bar receiver.
He repainted his cabinet. The only thing I saw there is it looks better than, I mean, it's not a factory job because it's an auto body job, and so it's too nice.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's too nice. It's not this.
He probably did it in lacquer.
It's not this. This is more.
What they did.
This is more because you
Real.
overspray and everything.
This is more fast work.
But I'm not picking on it. It's, you know, it did a gorgeous job. His coin door, he polished everything.
Right.
He needs a center piece.
Centerpiece, yeah. The Williams thing.
Maybe I'll send him one.
Okay.
I gotta find his address. He put a free play switch on the coin reject thing, which we've done quite a bit, but I wouldn't really recommend doing it on a black night.
No, it's extra effort because the software in the game has free play. The only other thing you'd probably want to do that with is some games making a track coin or a coin entry acceptant noise, and then they're kind of novel. But in this case, it's just a beep tone. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
In other words, when you put coins in some of the newer games, they actually have something to say.
But in this case, that's a System 9?
No, 7.
It's a System 7.
So
game.
it doesn't have much to say other than it's beep.
What is it? Set 18? Set 18 to 0 or something like
Yes,
that?
18 to 0, and it'll have 30 or 30 or 20. Either 30 or 20 in the value, and
What is
you go
18? Max credits? 18.
max credit go to 0,
Man, I've been
0.
doing this way too long.
Yeah, go to
That-
0, 0. Audit 18 in 04 mode is free play.
set it to 0, and
Yeah.
it's on free play.
Most of your earlier games, except Hot Tip and some of them real early games,
Other
they
than that,
didn't
he
have
did-
software.
Other than that, he did a nice job.
Your System 4s,
Because he was feeling some sort of way after he plugged the hole that somebody else drilled in it
Yeah.
to put him free play.
your System 4s and 6s and 7s all had a free play option with software.
Thanks for the shout out, Jeff 4130. You did a very nice job. FFEJ, Jeff, right? Did you see the pictures of his coin door?
Yeah, I did. It's all right. That's nice.
We gotta get back to the coin doors video because I made friends with that guy that I was picking on, and we came to an agreement that we were kind of both wrong. So I pulled the video and it needs redone.
Oh.
And I got a whole bunch more stuff down there to kind of show off because a lot of it's now done.
Early Williams coin door stuff?
Yeah, man. And all of it's down there. So that's coming up soon.
Actually, it's it would be, late 70s stuff. Because these are early. These are 74 Midway coin doors.
Joe Brewer,
Yeah,
Stock Jockey, PBR,
right?
Mark Modre, Pete Bell. Pete Bell's getting sued.
Oh. They're going to go over there?
I don't know. Okay. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back.
And we're back, and this is a play video for Adam and Todd, who has these machines.
Which Todd?
Todd McCullough,
Okay.
out in Washington
There's
State
a lot of
area.
Todds out there. Somewhere knows.
Okay. This taller one is for Todd because he's 7'1" or something. 7'2". I forget. Anyway, it has the 20.5-inch legs, which gives it 5 inches of height. So, and the other one has the standard 24s. But they're both identical. I completed both of them finally after a long time. A lot of parts needed to be made, but let's play it.
Did we miss anything between the splice and this? I think you replaced the display.
Yes, I had to replace the time display on this, and thanks to the nice post on Internet Pinball Database, I guess the what was it? The arcade thing, not Internet Pinball. The
KLV?
no, yeah, that portion of KLV.
Okay,
It's called
the
Arcade Museum.
section.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a post on there about this game and problems with parts, trying to find parts because it's made old, 74. The displays, he said, are impossible to find. They're plasma 2-digit, but he said it happens to be the same display that's in the Atari credit ball of the pinballs, Atari pinballs. Credit match.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just so happened to
And
have
ball,
one
yeah.
that you could rob.
And they unplug out of those, you don't have to unsolder, and they are socketed. These you have to unsolder, but that's what I did to this one, and there was just 2 problems with that one, and minor. And it wasn't really a problem. I didn't have the gain adjusted right on the tape deck. So none of the other 3 volume controls were right. You got to adjust the master gain at the tape deck. It's a pot.
Okay.
And then you go do your 3. Otherwise you have too much unbalanced noise. Yeah.
Okay.
Because these had 2 speakers in them. But anyway, there's coin mechs in them. They take quarters.
Yes.
This one has a coin box.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. This is the end of the video, not the beginning.
She gave up. It's boring.
Yeah, I agree.
Coin box, the lid comes off of these. It's a fabric coin box.
Okay,
The
yeah,
coin
yeah,
backs
yeah.
are steel. And then you put a credit in it.
Okay, how much time is it? What is it, 90 seconds?
Yes. It's adjustable back there. You got to unsolder a wire and put a wire up or down. You can either make it go 120, 90, 60, I think.
Okay.
And then you can program the number of hits you need to get an extra credit time. This one here is set for 9. This is your standard. I
Okay, so
imagine.
that when 9 hits are scored, that's actually
You get another 90 seconds.
That's actually an insert. Is that like a little?
Yeah,
like
it's
a-
taped on, yeah.
Okay, neat.
That's not supposed to light, it's just an insert.
Okay.
And there's 3 lights in there. Keep playing, game over, and credit. And they're all 12-volt bulbs, 1895
Still.
number.
Okay. What's a good score?
Anything over 9, I got 14 on it.
Okay. We already talked about what the control panel does, right? The right one is forward and
Yeah,
back,
it tilts the rotor.
and the
this
left one is
speed.
motor speed.
Yeah.
Okay. 9's a good score?
Oh yeah, because you get a free game then.
Okay, I
free
want
time.
to. Have you gotten 9 before?
I got 14 last time I played.
I'd like to see it.
Okay.
Let's end this thing.
Let me try.
Laser beam work.
Oh my.
You're not doing well at all, Ray.
No, I'm not.
We might have to splice it and add another one.
I'll catch up. Just wait a minute. You can hit that guy twice or 3 times if you lurk on him.
Ah.
Because he goes up high. That's how you can get
You
it.
follow him down, huh?
Yeah. But I wasted too much time on the first guy.
Yes, you played very poorly.
I don't think I'll get it. This guy, you can just drift.
He stays at the bottom, huh?
Yeah.
Now you need that. You got 5 seconds to get it.
Oh, that was it. I missed it. I would have had it.
Yeah, I'll try to beat that here. You're driving.
All right, here we go.
And then we're signing off.
Nice. See, you're good. You got that in 9 seconds.
I overshot him.
Yeah, you just drift by on the ground and you can get him. But that's all right. You're still doing good. You got him. Yeah. This one you can't go by the ground, but you're good. You got him. Now this guy you can go up high and you can get him 3 times if you just lower it. But
I'm out of control. I was doing well. Now I'm not.
get him 3 or 4 times. Nice. Got him twice. That's cool. On the ground. Yeah, good. Just swiping. Yeah, nice. One more. You got playing time. You're gonna get it. Yep. Keep playing. Light is on.
You better flip past that.
Get 14 or more. That's on the ground. Okay. You gotta make up time.
Oh! I totally lost my what I'm doing.
Nice. Okay, on the ground, just set her over.
Laser beam work.
Nice. Oh, you're going by too fast, but you're on it. Oh man, you would have got it.
You know, going around fast it seems like it's fun, but it doesn't help you play well.
No, don't. $14. Nice job, Mike.
All right. Thank you for tuning in, everybody.
Good flying.
We'll see you again the next time we get something finished, which will be...
Probably Gangbusters and Orbiters next.
We're not showing the Orbiter. That thing's pathetic.
Okay.
What else we got?
Well, Joker Pokers are coming up
Okay.
this winter. To
Put
get
that high
done.
speed down there. Did you see what Jay said about the
Yeah.
high
We
speed?
got to do a film on it.
Yeah.
Get it to be looked at.
But this is done, and those are leaving. So thank you, Todd McCullough, and thank you, Adam. He's picking his up what, tomorrow?
Who,
This
Adam?
week? Yeah.
No,
Tomorrow?
this week.
This week? Okay, sweet.
Yeah, Todd, thanks for having the patience with them because I had them for such a long time. But in all due respect, I had a lot of parts to make and find. These are absent, more parts than I thought.
Yeah, we're okay.
8 years worth.
So,
All right, thanks everybody. We'll see you soon.